We will now deliver an exercise, not exactly a meditation, but partly so. That will be a continuation, the third part, so to speak, of the idea that we began by having the cardboard cutouts of the hybrids and the grays looking through your windows. And then the second part that we delivered about making a declaration of your willingness to open up to the idea of interacting with them without fear on your own terms. And now the third part of the exercise shall be, as we have now announced this day of your time in breaking news, the idea of the so-called pill-shaped or Tic Tac-shaped UFOs being the actual hybrids and hybrid children that will come to live among you one day. You can begin now, as the third part of that exercise, to do the following things. Pick a place and a time where you can be relaxed and allow yourself in a relaxed position, sitting, standing, lying down, whatever you prefer, to imagine a place, a piece of land, whether it is near your house or far away, doesn't matter, where the Tic Tac UFOs can actually safely land and visualize them landing. Now, this doesn't mean that you create the expectation that they will land exactly in the place that you're imagining. This is an exercise that works as a symbol for their ability to be able to land where it is appropriate for them to land, whether it is close or far, near your house or not, or wherever you may be. This just works as another extension of the idea of your openness, the invitation to be open, the invitation to invite them down to land where it is appropriate for them to do so. So allow yourself to begin to get into that comfortable position and go through the meditative exercise of seeing the white Tic Tac shaped, white pill shaped UFOs, the submarine UFOs, actually landing somewhere. You see them descend from the sky. They are pill shaped, rounded on both ends like a capsule, like the proverbial Tic Tac you have used to describe them, all white, of a white sort of crystalline material, seamless, until such time as they land on an energy field. No landing gear, just hovering slightly above the ground. See them come down from the sky. See them approach the ground, whether in a forest or in a desert or wherever they may be. See them land to within inches of the ground, supported on a cushion of energy, stable, not bobbing up and down, but firmly fixed. And just view the ship. Just get used to the idea of seeing the ship landing. Allow yourself to walk around the ship. You can see that there are no apparent windows or doors, but that it is smooth and seamless and beautiful and bright. And just walk around and get used to it. Allow yourself the opportunity, when you feel so inclined, when you feel comfortable, to reach out and touch the skin of the ship. Just lay your hand on it. You might feel a slight vibration. It might feel cool. It might feel warm. It might tingle a little bit. You might not feel anything at all. Any sensation or lack thereof is fine for the moment. Just imagine yourself touching that ship, just laying your hand on it and leaving it there. And just let yourself open up to the possibility that communication is coming to you through the hull, through your arm, into your being, into your body, into your heart, into your mind, into your spirit. Just keep your hand on the ship and feel yourself connecting. Feel the promise of what is contained within. Though it's not coming out yet, feel the promise of the hybrid children emerging, It's all right if you see them emerging, but they're not emerging yet. Just use that as a symbol of the promise of the emergence. For that is what shall be called the day of their arrival, the emergence. From their point of view, they are emerging into your society and you into theirs and creating a blending, a merging together. Feel the promise of that day. Feel it in your heart, feel it in your mind, feel it in your spirit, feel it in your soul, feel it in the very breaths that you take. The promise of the emergence. Let yourself soak it in, absorb it, and feel lightened by it, lifted by it, opened by it. And give your allowance, give your love, give your invitation. Take your hand off the skin of the ship, back away a few feet, a few yards, whatever is comfortable for you, and watch the ship rise again into the sky and see it fly off in whatever direction seems appropriate, knowing that it was the establishment of a promise, a connection made this day, a connection that will allow your vibration to alter in a way that will make you more compatible with them and them more compatible with you. And then imagine yourself in that comfortable position, wherever you are, awakening from that state, knowing that a promise has been given and a promise has been accepted. And feel at peace and feel the excitement unfolding of the promise of that day. Feel the love, feel the ease, feel the joy. And know that they are already here in their bases, under the land and under the sea, and now and then traveling through your skies and out into space, coming and going, and making the promise to you for that day, the day of the emergence, the day of allowance, the day of family, the day of reunion, a day of unbridled joy and release, a day of laughter and tears, a day of the opening up of your world to new possibilities, a day of union, a day of oneness, a day of home, a day of expansion, a day of beauty, a day of song. Be in that vibration now and do this exercise when you wish. Doesn't need to last more than about 15 minutes. That will be sufficient. Enjoy it, breathe it, live it, and keep that promise in your heart and carry it with you every day so that you may reflect on it and give that vibration to the world to shift yourself and navigate yourself through the different versions of the parallel realities of Earth more and more every day, toward that version of the arrival and emergence of the children and the day of open contact. For on that day, all your news will break. and you will all know what world you are in. We thank you for allowing us to share this with you. Our unconditional love to you all, and we wish you all a beautiful day. Be at peace. Good day.